Welcome to Cosmos Cantina, a rest stop on the road of life. Come on in, have a cold beer or a hot coffee, and let's tell tall tales on two wheels. There's never a cover at Cosmos Cantina. Hey, welcome to Cosmos Cantina. And my guest today is RG, affectionately known as the Road Glide. And the Road Glide began its life in 1979 as the Tour Glide. And it was dropped in 1996 and then came back in 98. But ultimately, it's always been the shark nose fairing. And with twin headlights. I mean, it's unmistakable. The thing about this bike is, you know when a Road Glide is coming on, because nothing else looks like it. And it's the only Harley-Davidson that has a fixed fairing. And what that means is that the fairing is attached to the frame, not attached to the handlebars, like the other Batwing electric glides or such, the Batwing motorcycles. And this is my favorite bike. And there's a lot of reasons. I like fixed fairing bikes. Every manufacturer seems to have one. You know, Honda has the Goldwing, BMW has the K1600, Indian has the Challenger, the new Challenger, Yamaha the Venture, Kawasaki the Vaquero. And they have a certain feature to them which I really like, which is because it's fixed fairing, the buffeting doesn't get translated to the handlebars. And so when you're getting all the wind and when you're cornering, it's strictly attached to the frame, and the fairing doesn't affect it whatsoever. So that extra weight of the fairing isn't there. And it's been my favorite bike, period. And quite honestly, it's the favorite bike of many. It's their tour bike, and it's sexy. I mean, when you look at this bike, it's just got great lines. I mean, look how low this thing is. You know, you see really low, probably 25 inches. Just amazing. And look at these handlebars. I mean, this is just a stock bike. And for me, it's just perfect. You know, the pullback handlebars fit me perfectly. You know, just the seating in this thing is comfortable. I love this bike. And it's got a design element and a look. You know, there were issues with the fairing in the past, but I was part of the when they released the M8 engine, the Milwaukee 8, and it's just an amazing power plant. And they redesigned the whole fairing where it has ports now. So you've got ports that open up so air actually passes through there if you wish, and it's far more aerodynamic. It's got a cigarette lighter. I mean, come on. It's had a cigarette lighter forever. You don't get the cigarette lighter anymore, but the actual port's still there. I just don't know. This bike is it's me, you know? When you get a bike you like, you know. And I've ridden a lot of them. And this is the bike, this is my bike. And I just think they've gotten everything right on this. And just look at the design on this thing. I mean, it kind of reminds me, this is a hood ornament from a 50s car. You know, it's sleek, lots of chrome, just amazing. I mean, I could see this mounted on the bike. I'll put it on the front fender. I mean, it's America. It's something about it is so great, and the way it sounds, the way it handles great. It's amazing how well this bike handles. Ask anybody who owns one of these things. So, I just had to tell you. I mean, I remember, you know, what we got me into motorcycling. I remember I used to go on rides with my parents, you know, in the back of our station wagon. And you remember back then, you'd have seats in the back that would be facing literally out the back window. So, you know, I have a sister. So, you know, my sister and I would be sitting back there, looking out the back window. And then what our parents used to do is they pack all the food and everything else in the back seat and kind of build a wall You know, and they left us food. They said, oh, you know, we loved it. We had our little place. But for them, they're smart. They said, hey, get the kids back there. You know, they can't even see us. So we'd hang out back there. And so I remember being on a trip, and it was, you know, it was open highway. Nobody behind us, just pure road. And we're sitting there just, there's no cell phones, there's no video games in the car. You're just really in the moment. And I'm sitting back there, kicking back, and I see these specks in the road, way back, like little insects. And they start getting closer and closer. And I see that it's these motorcycles, a motorcycle group. Must be 30, 40 bikes, and they're all heading right towards us. And we're sitting there watching as they get closer and closer. You know, they're no helmets, no windscreens. They're just riding right at us. And they come right up on me. At this point, my face is smashed in the window. I'm just looking out. I'm looking out that window, checking these dudes out. And I remember the guy right in front, the leader. He kind of pulls up really close to the back of the car. And he's right, and he sees me. And he gives me that look like, yeah, you know what's going on. We're free. And then he just gives me like a little nod. Roars past, all 30 bikes roaring past my dad's station wagon. It's like, okay, who are these people? I want to know what this is about. And I found out. And there's nothing like it. And there's nothing like a road ride. There's nothing like riding. And you all know that. And whatever happens, however it comes down, Harley-Davidson is an amazing motorcycle, period. And I'll always love the roar and the smell of gasoline pouring out, engines, pistons burning, and the sound of that engine. Yeah. So that's my bike. What's yours? Special thanks to our sponsors. Quick Throttle Magazine, the largest Western regional free print and online motorcycle magazine for V-twin enthusiasts for over 15 years. QuickThrottle.com. And BikerNet, proudly covering the custom motorcycle industry and culture online for 25 years at BikerNet.com.